Okay, so welcome to the land between, a world of a golden, gorgeous paradise. But it's quiet, too quiet. And then one day, this alien, the Greater Will, was like, I'm kinda bored. Oh, what's this? What a quaint little world. Let me just. And then yeeted down the Elden Ring. But it doesn't look like a ring. It looks like something else. But it's basically a giant cosmic rulebook of life, death, physics, taxes, everything that you know of in the real world, But of course, it needs a vessel to spread its cheer to the world. And then the Greater Will sees this mortal queen and was like, there, that one. Goes to her and went all,
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
by force. So she went from a mortal queen to Empyrean and got her loyal bodyguard, Malakath, and then becomes the god of the lands between. Plants a glowing tree, the Erd tree. But Marika is not all about the Greater Will and its golden order rules. So Marika split herself into two beings. Marika, the divine queen form, and Radadaddy, the militant, logical, red-haired daddy warlord. But the Greater Will used this opportunity to force them into a single being so it has more direct control over Marika. So now she can switch to Radadaddy whenever she needs things conquered or ruled. For Marika. But Marika still needs someone to rule with and solidify her influence and authority in the realm. Who better than the Giga Chad warrior, Godfrey, the first Elden Lord? Strong, noble, and a warrior, the perfect husband. Godfrey's job as the Elden Lord is conquer everyone, enforce the Golden Order, have babies. So, of course, they marry and had kids. Godwyn, the Golden, gorgeous son with rich golden hair, the firstborn, beloved by everyone, the golden boy, if you will, Morgoth and Mog. Unfortunately, deformed Omen twins, born with horns, and the Golden Order don't like them because they're impure and cursed. So they got locked away, and now they're sewer children. And then he went and defeated all the demigods, dragons, giants, everyone. He literally finished every single task that he had. Then Marika was like, oh, you did all your tasks? Wow, thanks. Takes his golden grace. He becomes tarnished again and then banished. Then he becomes Horalu, his alter ego, wandering the desert or something. So now, Marika's kind of tired of all this and decides that it's Radagon's turn to do the whole thing. The king/queen business. But Radagon needed to conquer something. So he pulls out to Liurnia to fight Rennala, the queen of the full moon. But instead, Rennala conquered his heart. Ow! Okay. Then they get married and had more kids. They had 3 overachievers. Ranni, the Moon Witch, a rebel. Radon is this huge guy on a tiny horse throwing cosmic stars. And Rykard loves snakes so much he became a snake. Yeah, they're living, whatever. But then, oh no! Radagon gets magically yoinked back to Marika by the Greater Will. Rennala got bamboozled after everyone left her. Her kids, her beloved Radadaddy, gone. She got all depressed, ended up curling around a glowing egg in the library in her ghoul forever, which is invalid. Then I think this is when I really don't know what happens here. Asexual goop in a turkey baster. I have no idea what happens. But Marika and Radagon had kids. Twins. Millennia, cursed with really bad eczema, aka Scarlet Rot. Michaela, cursed with being a kid forever. And then they were like, again, living, whatever, ruling the lands between, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, Ranni, the rebel moon witch, is watching everyone's bodies being controlled by the Greater Will through the Elden Ring and the Erd tree. And she's like, no thanks. I'm not doing the eternal divine servitude, babe. So she plans a way to escape her fate by killing her physical body, because she's like, next in line to become the next Empyrean, which turns her into a god and gets controlled by the Greater Will. So in order to do this, she needed a demigod soul for her ritual. But not just any demigod, a demigod whose death can cause a kerfuffle. And who might you ask the golden candidate for this golden opportunity? Wrong, it's Godwyn. Yeah, that's him. But don't worry, she just needs his soul for her dead physical body ritual. But she gotta do this without leaving a trace. You know, very, very meticulous. Yes, very meticulous indeed. So remember Marika's half-brother, Malekith, the one that guards her? He also guards the Rune of Death. And as long as he has it, no god can truly die. And you need both halves of the rune to kill a demigod. But Ranni just needs a tiny little bit. So Ranni yoinks a piece, gives it to assassin ladies, and they go and kill Godwyn, but only his soul. So his body is still alive and kicking, but not really kicking because he has no soul. So his body's just there living. And since it's hit by a shard of the Rune of Death, his body mutated into this mermaid thing with spikes coming out of it. It's very disturbing. So now Ranni has the demigod soul and kills her own body and sticks her soul in a doll. And now she's free from the clutches of the greater will. Meanwhile, Mama Marika finds her golden boy, Godwyn's soulless body, and she just snaps. She loses it. And bam! She smashes the Elden Ring. Shards fly everywhere and become great runes. And now the Greater Will's control over the demigods is chaotic. All the demigods are fighting each other, all confused and shit. This whole event is, you guessed it, called the Shattering. So the Greater Will was like, what the f***? Angry-faced son of a and Marika gets crucified and locked up in the Earth Tree. So now, Marika needs help to challenge the Greater Will and usher a new order upon the realm. Enter you, tarnished. It's time to tarnish the world. So you wake up in a ditch, right? Grace is like, get up, bestie, we got errands. You meet Melina. She's not really with the Greater Will. She's not with anyone really in particular. And then she gives you Torrent, the best boy, and the quest. Or I guess a few quests. Slap some demigods, steal their great runes, break into the Erd Tree, get to Marika, and then you either fix reality or ruin it with a broken Elden Ring. You pretty much do just that throughout your playthrough, well, whatever. And then you get to fight Malekith, and then you beat him so gods can die permanently now. So now you're almost at the door. But whoops, what's this? It's Marika's ex, Godfrey, is blocking the door. Back from management, because he's also a tarnished, and he's trying to reclaim his title as Elden Lord. So basically, you're both competing for the same throne. You're the only one that he needs to fight to get the Elden Lord. And, of course, you need to fight him to get the Elden Lord to get through the door. So you fight him, you beat him, and then the Erd Tree door finally opens. And then you see Marika just pinned to a cross. Then she shapeshifts into Radagon. Then boss fight, you beat him. But then, bam, next phase. Elden Beast. Oof, tough battle, butt clenching for sure. And then it dies. So now, it's time to choose the fate of the world. The first option is the Age of Fracture, where you basically glue the whole world back together. You become the Elden Lord, and nothing is really resolved. The lands between still remains bound to the Greater Will's wishes, but under a new but still broken Golden Order. Second one would be the Age of Order, where you would meet this guy named Goldmask through your playthrough. If you choose his ending, you basically have the world in military formation, like everything is in order, everyone is walking in synchronized formations, very overly structured. No chaos though, no randomness, no mistakes, just perfect logical order, which I don't know if I want to do that. It sounds too corporate for me, but anyway. Third one, Age of Dusk. Basically, death becomes normal again. Godwyn finally sleeps. Just rest in peace, Godwyn. The fourth one is called the Blessing of Despair, which you may run into Dung Eater. He's this gnarly looking guy with red sores all over him. You basically doom the whole world with Dung Eater's corruption. People covered in red curse sores, buildings rot and melt. Sky turns sickly red, bodies twist and deform, just a whole round disgusting curse. No, not for me. Anyway, the fifth one, Age of Stars, where you basically kind of partner up with Ranni. She becomes a god far away from the Greater Will. You become her eternal consort, so you and Ranni forever, and the world just enters an endless night ruled by the stars, just never-ending night mode. The sixth and the last option is the friendlied flame. No, not friendlied flame. It's frenzied flame, where you kind of basically burn the whole world down and you become the lord of the frenzied flame. But Melina doesn't like it. She hates this idea and then vows to hunt you down. So a lot of these options are pretty bad. Up to you. Anyway, TLDR, Marika and Radadaddy are basically one divine being who divorced themselves and then remarried themselves with kids while being married to other people and had kids with them while running the whole world. Just basically real messy people messing up other people's lives. Ranni, a daughter that didn't want to be controlled by anything at all. Godwin, an unfortunate sacrificial demigod. All of this, the whole realm being controlled by some sort of greater will. I don't know, the lands between didn't really need a hero. They mostly just needed therapy. But they got you instead. Nice, right?